Alright, so really common issue that we have with these. We've got your headlight switch and it stops functioning on these vans. The most common issue is this solder point right here. There's a little solder joint right there, and this guy will break off. It gets weak for some reason, breaks off. I've already scuffed up the plate that's behind here that we need to resolder this to. This is a really common issue where even if you tilt your steering wheel, you'll tilt it one way and it turns on, you tilt it the other way and it turns off. It's this issue right here. Very, very common. So what we need to do, turn on my soldering station for one thing, we need to resolder this wire back to that plate. I'm going to wait until my soldering iron warms up all the way. We're going to knock off some of this old solder and use some new solder. What am I using here? Very fine electrical rosin core. 60% tin, 40% lead. So I'm going to let this warm up and we'll be back in a second. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and desolder this a little bit, get rid of some of this old solder. I'm just going to knock it off here. Use some nice new fresh solder. Another thing I did is the plate that we're going to be soldering this to, I've one, scuffed it up, and two, I peeled it back away from the plastic that it's mounted to. I actually wonder if that might not be the issue that they had with these in the first place, is when they soldered these together. Maybe they were soldering a little too cold. I'm going to push this guy into place, just get it right where it needs to be, and then we'll solder it on. Pull on this wire a little bit to get it into place. Should be exactly what we need. That's it. Thank you. Yep, we're good. And as you can see there, after getting some help, that is soldered into place. This is the new headlight switch that I have for the van. It wasn't because the headlight switch broke, it was because the wiper, the switch inside the wiper completely disintegrated. And both headlight switches had the same issue. One was intermittent, one was constant, until I took the other one apart. Then it was a permanent. Found that it was that issue. Solder that guy on, and we are good to go. Go get this thing installed.